If you love today's R&B, Drake-type melodies, SZA emotions, Bryson Pocket, The Weeknd darkness, Summer Walker honesty, there's a reason it sounds like that. It all comes from a few classic songs that built the blueprint. And once you hear these records back to back, you'll start catching the fingerprints everywhere, the drum patterns, the vocal runs, the space in the beat, the hurt but cool attitude. All of it started here. So today we're counting down 10 great R&B soul songs that built today's sound. From the gospel-powered soul that made voices bigger, to the funk and new jack swing that shaped the bounce, to the neo-soul and futuristic production that predicted modern R&B. Because the internet moves fast, and people forget, if we don't connect the dots, we lose the real story, how the sound evolved, who set the rules, and why these songs are still being copied, sampled, and reimagined right now. By the time we reach number 1, you'll have a blueprint playlist you can hear in every modern hit, and I need you in the comments. Which classic song do you hear in today's R&B the most, and what record should have made this list?
Baby, you don't know what you do to me.
Number 10, Aaliyah, One in a Million. This one feels like the future landing in your headphones. Smooth, icy, cool, and confident like late night radio with the lights off when the DJ starts whispering names like it's a secret. The beat has space in it, and that space is what makes it hit harder. It dropped in 1996 on One in a Million, released through Blackground with Atlantic Handling Distribution. The track was produced by Timbaland and written by Missy Elliott and Timbaland, and you can hear it. Those off-kilter drums and futuristic bounce became the blueprint for modern R&B production. Fun fact, people didn't have words like alt R&B back then, but this record was already moving like it. Cool, minimal, and ahead of the room. A lot of younger listeners know Aaliyah's name, but they don't always realize how much today's R&B drums and spacing trace back to this exact sound. Real heads keep this one like a secret key.
Between me and you, I feel a chemistry.
And the next tune, warmer, smoother, and it helped bring soul back into the 90 seconds.
All right, quick pause in the countdown because I need to say this from the heart. If these R&B picks are hitting you, if they're bringing back memories, late night vibes, old playlists, and that feeling you can't explain, then please subscribe to Sexual 69 right now. Not just for you, but because it genuinely helps this channel survive and grow. Every subscribe is like you telling YouTube, yes, this music matters. Keep this kind of content alive. It pushes these forgotten songs back into the light, helps more real R&B lovers find the channel, and lets me keep making deeper, better countdowns for you. So if you want more lists like this, hit subscribe, tap the bell, and drop a comment with the one R&B song that raised you. Let's bring these classics back together.
Let me tell you about this girl, baby.
Number 9, D'Angelo, Brown Sugar. This song feels like a candlelit room with real instruments breathing. It's got that sweet swing like you're riding in a car with the windows cracked, bass low, and you're trying not to fall too deep too fast. It's soulful, but it's also hip, like it knows what it's doing.
I met her in Philly, and her name was Brown Sugar. See, we be making...
Released in 1995 from the album Brown Sugar on EMI Capitol, with D'Angelo credited as the key producer and architect of that pocket. Lyrically, it's romance and temptation, grown but still playful. The impact is huge. This record helped kick open the neo-soul era that later shaped everybody from Erica to Maxwell to the modern real band, Real Pocket Wave.
Love constantly, that's why my eyes are a shade. Blood burgundy, the way...
Fun fact, Brown Sugar became the kind of song musicians use to test speakers, because if the groove doesn't feel right, the system isn't right. Why it's underrated today is because it's not a viral moment type of song, it's a vibe that ages well.
Brown sugar, babe. I guess high up your love, I don't know how.
This is Crate Digger Gold. Keep listening because number 8 is where R&B fully married hip hop and feelings. Mary J. Blige, Real Love. This one feels like city lights and real heartbreak. Like you're on a bus with your head against the window, pretending you're fine while the beat keeps knocking. Mary didn't just sing, she confessed. It hit in 1992 from the What's the 411 era on Uptown MCA, and it's built on that early 90 seconds magic R&B vocal sitting right on top of hip-hop rhythm. The song is about wanting love that's real, not fake attention, not games. The impact? Mary basically helped define hip-hop soul. The emotional honesty we hear in today's R&B, SZA, Summer Walker, all of that. Hurt but strong energy. Fun fact, the beat leans on a classic hip-hop sample foundation, which helped make R&B feel more street and more honest at the same time. Why some people underrate it now is because they only remember the big hits later in Mary's career. But this is where the DNA got written. Real heads keep this one like a secret key. And the next tune, different mood, more bounce, more attitude, and it changed how groups moved. Number 7, Gaye, Groove Me. This song feels like the late 80 seconds turning into a whole new world. Roller rink lights, house parties, boom boxes, and everybody trying to dance sharp like the video. It's fun, it's tight, and it's got that you can't stand still bounce. It dropped in 1988 from the Gaye era on MCA, driven by the new jack swing sound where R&B vocals met hip-hop drums in a clean, club-ready way. Producer-wise, Teddy Riley is the key name connected to shaping this sound and pushing it into the mainstream. Lyrically, it's simple. It's a groove invitation. Come close, move with me. Fun fact, New Jack Swing wasn't just music, it was fashion, dance, and attitude. This record helped set the rules. Why it gets overlooked today is because people remember the era as a style, not as a blueprint. But today's bouncy R&B and pop R&B still uses this exact formula. This is Crate Digger Gold. Keep listening because number 6 is where less is more became a superpower. Number 6, Prince, Kiss. This one feels like confidence in high heels. It's stripped down, sharp, and fearless, like stepping into a room and not explaining yourself. The beat is tight, the guitar bites, and Prince sounds like he's smiling while he challenges you. Released in 1986 on Paisley Park, Warner Brothers, produced by Prince, and built on the idea that a song doesn't need to be crowded to be powerful. Lyrically, it's attraction, control, and play. Prince making romance feel like a game he invented. The impact is massive. That minimalist funk approach shows up everywhere in modern R&B and pop space, attitude and rhythm doing the heavy lifting. Fun fact, the story goes this song started in a different direction, then Prince stripped it down until it became pure electricity. Why it's underrated by younger listeners is because it doesn't sound like today's big production. But that's the point. Prince taught producers how to win with space. Real heads keep this one like a secret key. And the next tune, one bass line, one drum pattern, and the whole world changed. Number 5, Michael Jackson, Billie Jean. This song feels like walking into a spotlight you didn't ask for. The bass line creeps in, the drums lock tight, and suddenly you're in a story with tension like a thriller you can dance to. I remember hearing it on the radio and thinking, this sounds like a movie. Released in 1983 on Epic from Thriller, produced by Quincy Jones, with Michael deeply involved in shaping the track. Lyrically, it's about accusation, pressure, and refusing to be trapped by a lie. The impact is not even a debate. Billie Jean taught pop and R&B how to build a hit with precision, minimal parts, maximum drama. Producers still chase this kind of clean, addictive structure. Fun fact, Michael fought hard to keep the song long enough to breathe. He wanted the groove to hypnotize you, not rush you. Why some people underrate it today is because it's so famous it becomes background. But when you really listen, it's a masterclass in pocket. This is Crate Digger Gold. Keep listening because number 4 is where funk became a blueprint machine. Number 4, Stevie Wonder, Superstition. This one feels like Saturday night energy, bright lights, sharp outfits, and that first second where everybody's head snaps to the beat. The groove is thick, the riff is unforgettable, and it's got that the band is cooking feeling. Released in 1972 on Tamla Motown, produced by Stevie Wonder, and driven by that legendary clavinet sound. Lyrically, it warns you about fear and superstition. Don't let silly beliefs control your life. The impact is huge. The drum feel, the riff, the way the rhythm talks, this became a toolbox for everybody making funk, soul, R&B, and even hip-hop samples later. Fun fact, this is one of those songs that sounds like it could drop today and still feel fresh because the groove is timeless. Why it gets overlooked by newer listeners is they hear it as old funk, not as the roots of modern rhythm, but producers still borrow this type of bounce every day. Real heads keep this one like a secret key. And the next tune? Softer, sweeter, and it taught R&B how to beg without sounding weak. Number 3, Al Green, Let's Stay Together. This song feels like a promise you actually mean. Warm, smooth, and steady, like slow dancing in a living room while the world is quiet outside. It's romance with dignity.
Love with you, whatever you.
Released in 1971 on High Records, produced by Willie Mitchell in Memphis, with that clean, silky high sound, tight drums, soft horns, and Al floating above it. Lyrically, it's commitment. Staying through good and bad, holding love down when life gets rough. The impact is enormous. This is the blueprint for grown man soul and modern slow jam writing, smooth emotion, no extra noise.
Want to do, oh yeah, all right.
Fun fact, that High Records groove is so distinct you can recognize it in seconds like a signature. Why it's underrated now is because it's so classy. People treat it like old school, but today's R&B still chases this exact feeling. Intimacy without trying too hard.
Make me feel so right.
This is Crate Digger Gold. Keep listening because number 2 isn't just a song, it's soul music turning into a message.
What's going on? Hey, what's going on?
Number 2, Marvin Gaye, What's Going On. All right, this is the one I teased earlier. This record feels like the world's slowing down so you can finally hear what people are going through. It's smooth, yes, but it's also heavy. Like sitting with your uncle who's seen a lot, and he's talking calm, but every word matters.
We don't need to escalate.
Released in 1971 on Tamla, Motown, produced by Marvin Gaye, and written from a place of real concern, war, community pain, and the question of how we treat each other.
Tell me what's going on. Woo!
The impact? It proved R&B could be gorgeous and still speak on serious life. That's basically the foundation for today's message, R&B and conscious soul.
Take it lights. Take it sight.
Fun fact, the song's vibe feels like a conversation. Background voices, layered vocals, like Marvin made the studio sound like real life.
Punish me with brutality.
Now, the controversy payoff. Back then, there were real nerves inside Motown about releasing a record that sounded political and different from the label's usual hit formula.
Talk to me, honey, so you can see how it's going.
In interviews and retellings, it's been said Marvin had to push hard because he believed this song needed to exist. There are different versions of how tense it got behind the scenes, but the outcome is clear. Once it was out, the world proved Marvin right. It didn't hurt the music, it expanded what soul music could be. That's why this tune isn't just music, it's history.
Oh, it's not the answer for all.
And number one, this is where the voice becomes a weapon and a celebration at the same time.
If this song just hit you in that quiet place, don't let this moment be a one-time thing. Subscribe to Demo. We're building a home for real R&B and soul. The kind that heals, the kind that tells the truth. Hit subscribe and come back whenever you need a song that understands you.
You want, baby, I got what you need.
Number one, Aretha Franklin, Respect. This song feels like standing up in your own life. Like the first time you stop explaining yourself and you just say, this is what I deserve.
Do you know I got it? All I'm asking you.
The band hits, the energy lifts, and Aretha sounds like she's leading a whole room even if you're alone listening.
It's for a little respect when you come home. Just a little bit, hey, baby, just a little bit.
Released in 1967 on Atlantic Records, produced in that Atlantic Soul Machine era with Jerry Wexler closely involved, and it turned into the ultimate statement record.
Oh, just a little bit, mister, just a little bit.
Lyrically, it's simple but powerful. Love without respect is not love. The impact is forever.
I ain't gonna do you wrong while you gone.
From vocal attitude to call and response to the way R&B performance became commanding. You still hear this influence in every strong modern vocalist.
I ain't gonna do you wrong, 'cause I don't wanna. All I'm asking.
Fun fact, the song existed before Aretha, but her version didn't just cover it, she claimed it and made it a cultural reset. Why it's underrated by younger listeners is because it's been quoted so much it becomes a classic before they even listen properly. But when you really hear it, this is the blueprint of confidence in music form. Real heads keep this one like a secret key.